Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Parts of the valley have already experienced some stormy weather today. This is just one example of overland flooding all over western Dickey County. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us.
Besides flooding, we've gotten several reports of hail in the southern parts of North Dakota, and we're not done yet. Let's head right over to Hutch Johnson for the very latest. Hutch?
Thank you so much, you guys. You know, it's not all bad news, but first and foremost, let's get to the current hazards that we have across the valley. Strongest storms by far are just south of Sisseton, where we have active warnings. For our viewers in southeast North Dakota, flash flood warnings remain in effect. Now, we do have a few thunderstorms drifting through northern Cass right now, but if you are in southeast North Dakota, radar estimates of 1 to 9 inches of rain have already fallen, with more thunderstorms on the way. Northern Cass, a few spotty thunder showers. Enjoy your early evening in Fargo. Should stay quiet for a little while. Storms south of Sisseton have been severe and showing signs of rotation. That's where our storm chaser, Eric Whitehill, is positioned with Robert Hahn, keeping his eyes on the skies for those rapidly changing storms. Here's the good news. These are diving south. Expectations were for them to slip up to the north just a little bit. Our area is under a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 o'clock tonight. We'll keep our eyes on the skies for you, and as we go through the overnight, we could have another round of storms. I'll detail all of it in your hour-by-hour forecast coming up in just a couple of moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch. And don't forget, you can send us pictures or video right on our Valley News Live page. All you have to do is click on the photo gallery button on the right-hand side of our page, and once you're there, click on the upload photo button. Fill out all the information and hit submit. And you can stay up to date on the weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team Weather app to get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store.
Police continue to search for 2 men who may have injured a woman during an apparent botched burglary this morning. Investigators in Grand Forks say the 2 men entered the woman's apartment just before 3 a.m. They say that one of the men struck the woman with some type of object before they ran away. Police aren't sure if the 2 male suspects pose any danger to the general public. They have not released any descriptions of the men. The victim has non-life-threatening injuries.
Here's a scary thought. Would you know if the person of your dreams actually has a much more sinister purpose for you?
Case in point, human trafficking charges filed in Cass County Court today. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric looks into why Fargo is a prime area for victims.
50% of them are right from here in Fargo. 13% have come from Minnesota. And then 37% have come from rural North Dakota.
2 major interstates, a high demand, and a growing population make a recipe for a human trafficking hub. In Cass County, court documents show an 18-year-old was forced into having sex for money right here at the Vista Inn just off the highway.
That includes those who purchase pornography. That includes those who frequent strip clubs. Engaging in these purchases is, in my judgment, supporting trafficking.
And Prochnow says we need to have zero tolerance for perpetrators in our community. But would you know that being showered with expensive gifts and jewelry, changes in behavior, and new older friends are all signs of being groomed for sex trafficking?
Part of what I think is huge is talking about healthy relationships and being open to that in your home.
Melissa Williams is a human trafficking navigator for part of North Dakota. She says parents need to get involved in what their kids are doing online and through social media. A teen posting on Facebook that they're mad at their parents and are running away is something the bad guys look for.
We always say where there's drugs, there's trafficking, and where there's trafficking, there's drugs. And as we know, there's drugs in the state as well.
But as long as there's people willing to pay for sex, lives are going to get ruined. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
We have more information on how you can help stop human trafficking in the Fargo area. Just visit our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story.
Voters have sent the Barnesville School District back to the drawing board. Yesterday's referendum vote failed by a 71 to 29% margin. Those who voted no say they know the school needs work, but they believe some things could be cut out to make the plan cheaper.
Auditorium, gymnasiums, kitchen, common area, and things like that. And that's where I think the prices became inflated to the point that, again, the voters had said that it was too expensive.
The school district says they're going to look at these results, but don't know for sure when they'll ask the voters to vote on another referendum.
As we continue toward the first day of a new school year, we're learning new details about a teacher shortage in Minnesota. According to the State Department of Education, fewer teachers are graduating and getting licensed in the state. The vast majority of districts say that licensing standards are too strict and pose too high of a barrier when looking to hire. Here in the FM Metro, Moorhead, as well as West Fargo and Fargo schools have numerous openings.
Our wet summer is delivering a multi-million-dollar hit to the valley's #1 crop, sugar beets. The Northern Valley has been hit the hardest, with nearly 2 feet of rain north of Grand Forks since May. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us what's happening.
Wave after wave of thunderstorms across the valley are killing thousands of acres of the sugar beet crop, especially north of East Grand Forks up into Warren, Minnesota. Steve Moen has received way too much rain on this field since May. Too much rain has caused the beets to rot. Hundreds of acres of Moen's sugar beets are already lost.
It sat in water for probably a week, and it was really hot and just couldn't get rid of the water quick enough.
Okay. Did you guys keep track of how much rain you've gotten this summer?
Yeah, we have since May 15th, probably right around 23 inches now.
American Crystal estimates that 10,000 acres of sugar beets have already been lost. That's around $10 million. And if the ground continues to be soggy, disease could take many more acres. However, there is good news in all this if you're farming the Southern Valley.
And there's some good weather in the south, so we've got a really nice crop coming in the south end. So overall, our field samples that we've been pulling last week and this week, and staff yield estimates have indicated we're above an average crop.
Good news in the Southern Valley, but up here on the north end, too much rain and some hail has also given bean and wheat crops a hit. Near East Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
Farmer Steve Moen says he has received almost twice as much rain on his farm north of East Grand Forks than he would in an average year. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day.
Owning a home is the American dream, right? Well, winning a new home, that will be a dream come true for someone in the Valley. Details later on Valley News Live at 6.
For many of us, we're enjoying some quiet conditions into the early evenings. Severe weather is possible, large hail, gusty winds. I'll have the latest in your hour-by-hour forecast coming up right after this.